Hey gang, Jamie Aston. What I want to talk to you all about today is fishing licenses. No matter what state you're in, there is most likely a requirement that you have a fishing license when you fish on public and private waters. I have only lived in 2 states in the United States, but I fished in a few other states. And not only do the prices vary state to state, but the requirements vary as well on maybe how many rods you can use or what type of fish you can catch, and if you need any other stickers or report cards for other fish. The one thing that remains consistent is the experience of buying a fishing license over the counter. It's a bad experience, it's a slow experience, it's an antiquated experience. From the first fishing license I ever purchased up until maybe less than a decade ago, I was buying a fishing license over the counter, sporting goods stores, bait shops, Walmart, places like that. And every time I would do it, it would just seem like the person just, you made their day awful because you needed to buy a fishing license. And that quick fishing trip that you were just now about to start off to go to is now taking 30 minutes or more because the person is pecking and saying different things or whatever because they're so frustrated that they do not know how to use the computer to enter your fishing license. And in some of these places, it used to be these old type little machines dedicated just for fishing license, and I mean the person would just be behind there pecking and everything, or they need to call someone else from a different department or something to come up and do this. It was just a bad experience. It was just always awful. The best way to buy your fishing license in your home on your computer. I have even purchased my fishing license using my smartphone. Now, whether I buy a physical license, I buy it online or on my phone, the one thing I do is that I store my license on one of my cloud storage accounts. I use OneDrive, and so I keep a fishing license on there, so I have many years of fishing license in different states even. Fishing license 2000 so-and-so, state abbreviation fishing license. And if I needed a report card or anything else like that. So if I ever got requested and I didn't have a physical license, I could take out one of my phones and pull it up. There's my proof of fishing license, there's the number, we're done. But usually when you buy a fishing license for more than one day online or on your phone, they will eventually send you a fishing license in the mail. Right now what I have is a Arkansas fishing license. I just pulled it off my refrigerator. I'm still waiting for my 2016 license from California. So let me talk about another point. Okay, I'm gonna make a rant about it, but then maybe there's a valid reason for it. So whatever. You know, in Arkansas, the fishing license only costs about $12 for the full year. In California, your fishing license costs $47 on and change, so $48 for a year of fishing. Now we're going to talk about that year in a moment. In Arkansas, the year is from the date you purchased this license. So when I purchased this license, it was May 31st, 2015. This does not expire until the 31st or May 30th. It expires May 30th, 2016. Since I'm not a resident there, it didn't cost me $12, it only cost me $50. Now this has already come in handy because I've, taken a few trips this year. They also sent me this sticker, this magnet. 100-year Century of Conservation, 1915-2015. That was really cool. California, when you buy your fishing license from January 1st to December 31st, no matter when you buy it, it's $48. If you buy it in January or you buy it in December, it's $48. And you say, well, if I was in December, I wouldn't pay $48 for it. Well, depending on how many times you go fishing, because the 1 day or 3 day, whatever the license is, it's like $20. So if you chop it up, you know, for if you fish more than 2 or 3 days, you might as well buy the full year's license. In California, in order to use a second fishing rod to at least have 2 lines, 2 bait in the water, which I like to do, maybe I have live bait and I'm using the lure, you have to pay $15 extra to have a second rod sticker. So now your year's fishing license just costs you $61. $61, almost $62. And in Arkansas and other states, that's not the case. You know, you can use as many rods as you want. In Arkansas, you know, you can run a trout line, you can do a yo-yo, you can do all these different things. And you shoot in other states, you know, you have noodling and all that type of stuff. So we're not, you know, maybe there's a reason. There are a lot of people here, and I mean, when I see people fishing out here for trout and stuff, you know, if they didn't have a limited number of rods, they would be out there with every single one of them lined up. You know, so I get the reason for the second rod and the limitation. Some people will just abuse it. They will abuse it. But I haven't really seen anyone abusing that in Arkansas, quite honestly, you know. And that's the honest truth. It's open and there is no concern of it. But here, you know, for whatever reason, I do see it happening and being abused in California. I would, especially when people are fishing for trout. I just, you know, I don't know. I don't know. With California, you know, I believe your license also lets you fish in the off the bay and things like that. So it's fresh and salt water. I have never really taken advantage of the saltwater portion of which I'm going to have to start. And at the end of the day, I personally do take advantage of my fishing license in California because I fish so often. Paying $50 for more than 2 weeks, and especially if I'm going to be going back and forth between Arkansas, buying a full year non-resident fishing license there works as well. A lot of times the problem comes for me when some people want to go fishing with me or they want to learn fishing, and it becomes a debate. Well, do you think you're ever going to go again? I would love to tell people that they are, you know, but at the same time, the realistic fact is a lot of people just aren't. You know, and it's just better to get that full year's fishing license. I mean, I really don't care about the second rod fishing sticker requirement in California, but if they would just change the year. I just do not personally understand why it's January 1st to December, other than the fact to rip people off. That's a high tax right there. It's not prorated, it's not done anything, it's just a doggone way to rip you off. So I mean, fishing is something that personally, you know, the saying said, you teach a man to fish, you'll feed him for life, or if you gave him fish, you only feed him for a day. You know, for a lot of people to learn how to fish around here, I don't really know of any private fishing property. Like in Arkansas, there was always a private pond, private lake, or something like that, you know, you have access to. I don't really know of any around here. A lot of the public waters are reservoirs, and they stock it with trout and stuff like that. And so since they're doing these trout plants, they charge people to go in. So, you know, you think about a person wanting to go fishing for the first time, and they do decide to get a full year license because they want to go more than 3 times. And they say, well, maybe I want a second rod, $60. Now they got to pay $10, $15 to go fishing at this lake or what have you each time they go. Man, it's expensive to kind of fish in California for the average person. Now, I have all of my lures and stuff over here. I'm not going to show you, but I mean, you get somebody buying all this tackle and losing it and doing whatever else. I mean, fishing just is not as cheap as it is in other places, or as it used to be. At the end of the day, a string, and a hook is all you need to go fishing, you know. And there are times in Arkansas it seems I get to play around more like that string on a stick, string on anything I can just make up. You know, you get to play in the woods and just have fun with little situations like that. And I just haven't really found that out here in the Bay Area. Now that's just, I haven't found it out here. And there I'm sure that there are places like that more inland. Don't get me wrong, Californians. But you know, I mean, end of the day, you better buy your fishing license. It is not worth fishing, getting caught, and not having a fishing license. Do it right. If you don't do it right, it's only going to increase the cost for everyone else. It's going to be a big ticket for you, and you're not going to enjoy fishing. You don't want to fish and be ducking and dodging and hiding from the game warden. One day I was requested. There used to be, when I moved out here, a requirement in California that you wear your fishing license on your clothes. You have to pin it to your clothes. So not only when you bought your fishing license, you have to buy this tag for like $2 or $3, depending on where you were, that was waterproof, and you put your fishing license. So you got to tag this on you. You got to put something in your car for parking. You got to pay for this. I mean, I'll be honest with you all. I mean, literally, when I start putting videos on YouTube is when I actually started back fishing in California. And I've been out here for 10 years, but I gave up fishing. When I first moved out here in 2005 and 6 and, you know, a little bit of 7, I was going fishing a lot. You know, it was costly. It was a hard pill to swallow, but I loved fishing so much. But after that, you know, a lot of my friends around here, they never knew how much I loved fishing and how much I would really do it, because I would only go fishing when I went back to Arkansas. When it was time to go back for vacation, that's when I would go fishing and stuff. I just stopped fishing in California. And yeah, California is one of the primo destinations for bass and things like that. Really excellent fishing out here. You got the Delta, you got all this stuff, what have you. But me personally, I gave it up. I gave it up for so long. And, you know, it got to the point, 2014 into 13 or what have you, I was like, you know what, I'm not giving up something I love. I'm gonna find these waters around here in the Bay. I'm gonna go out here and work them. And even though some of the conditions are a little bit different than what I grew up fishing, I'm not gonna let that be an excuse. I'm gonna get out there and learn it. And it's paid off. Of course, you know, I'm here and I'm having fun. I'm fishing and everything, and trying to get more and more people into it and to go out with me. But you know, don't let a cost or anything else deter you from having fun out there. Do it the right way. Take some people out with you who might know a little bit more, know the spots, so you can really get into the habit of fishing. And buy your fishing license online. It's too simple not to. It is too simple not to. That's my tip for the day, and a little rant included. Well, you all take care, and Happy New Year. And yeah.